You know Paul Wesley as the star of the CW's The Vampire Diaries, but the actor is also a first-generation Polish American who is working with the nonprofit Welcome.us to celebrate June as Immigrant Heritage Month. Paul joins us now to talk about what his immigrant heritage means to him. Welcome, sir.
Hey, how are you? Thanks for having me.
I'm good, man. First things first, as part of the Welcome.us's campaign, you had the opportunity to travel with your sister and your nephew to Poland. You got to see your grandparents, and you also filmed the whole experience. I loved watching it. I want the people to take a look at this. Check this out.
This is it.
Hi.
Oj, on ma taką ciężką torbę.
But I'm also your grandpa. You are more handsome than I could imagine.
Wow. What a beautiful video. Tell me what it means to you and how you want audiences to interact with it.
What it means to me. I mean, it means a lot to me because I'm extremely close with my grandparents, and they're getting older now, and I think my sister, she has 3 kids, and everyone's so busy, and it was one of these sort of last minute trips that for me was so special because we never knew if they would ever meet my nephew Henry, and for me it was just a glimpse into sort of the life of the generation that sort of put me on this earth, and the people that are responsible for me being here. And I know everybody has that, obviously, and so I guess for me it was just like a snippet. It was like a little glimpse of that, and maybe it'll let people appreciate their own heritage in a way.
No, absolutely. And I guess for me, this whole conversation about immigrant heritage changes the conversation on immigration and on immigrants, because we no longer think of those people or these people as immigrants, but understand that we all are.
Yeah, I mean, America is obviously comprised. It's sort of it's the newest sort of country in the world in a way, and we're comprised all of immigrants, whether it's 6 generations, whatever it is. I happen to be first generation, but I think that we all, for me, when the campaign approached me, it really was about celebrating where we all come from, and I have a very specific story, and so I thought I would be able to lend my voice.
Well, man, and a great voice it is, man. We got a comment coming in from the HuffPost Live community. A P-Dub fan, Kim, writes in and says, "Hi, Paul. Your Welcome.us PSA is incredibly beautiful. I was wondering if you have any favorite family traditions that stem from your Polish heritage that you incorporate into your life now."
Favorite family traditions. Goodness. Well, I mean, I definitely think one of the things that's important for me is that I maintain Polish as a language that I speak fluently. It's something that I'm very grateful for that I have. So when I do communicate with my parents or my grandparents, I try to converse in Polish as much as possible, just so I can keep that skill and hopefully pass it on to my children one day.
Wow, that's pretty awesome. So you feel pretty connected to your Polish heritage then, if you're still speaking Polish and.
Yeah, but when I was younger, I spent so much of my life. A lot of kids would go away for summer camp, for me, it was not going away to summer camp. It was going to stay with my grandparents in Warsaw, and we would travel. And so a lot of the formative years of my childhood are sort of who I am today is very much based on that experience that I had as a child.
Well, absolutely, man. And I love the fact that you're not only connected to your heritage, but that you actively think and engage it, and that it's something that you want to move forward to future generations. Was there ever a time where you didn't feel like that? Was there ever a time where you felt different or like you wanted to not run from it, but at least, just be like everybody else?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I think in a way, maybe even the reason I became an actor, quote unquote, is because I spent a lot of I was obviously we assimilated very quickly, but I spent a lot of my childhood sort of observing sort of American culture in many ways and trying to sort of fit in, and I think that observation in a way lent itself to me becoming an actor, because I sort of wanted to sort of imitate people in a sense, not in like a negative way, but I definitely think that that there was a time where I questioned where I saw the differences between myself and sort of the typical American family that had been around for many generations.
What do you tell kids right now who are going through that, who are first or second generation, who are feeling different and who are trying to fit in?
Well, first of all, I think it's one of the most wonderful gifts that you can ever get. It's a lot of times when you're a young kid, you sort of just want to be 100% like everyone else always, because it's the easier route. But when you become an adult, it enriches your life so much, and you're so grateful for your roots. So I think that kids need to really recognize that it's an incredibly positive thing.
You know what? Because I don't like to stop working, I love work. I'm a workaholic. I get joy out of accomplishing things and getting to where I wanted to go.